Imagine a land shaped like a boot, stretching into the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, a land of ancient ruins, powerful empires, art, and culture. Today, we know it as Italy. But how did this nation come to exist? Was it discovered, or built through centuries of myth, war, and unity? The story of Italy is a journey that begins with legend and leads to the birth of a modern nation. According to ancient legend, the story of Italy begins with two brothers, Romulus and Remus, abandoned as infants and raised by a she-wolf. They grew up to found a city in 753 BCE. That city would become Rome. Romulus killed Remus during a conflict and became the first king of Rome. While this story is mythical, it represents the early identity and origin of Roman civilization. From a small settlement, Rome grew into one of the most powerful civilizations in history, the Roman Empire. At its height, the empire controlled vast regions across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. The Romans built roads, cities, laws, and systems of government that still influence the world today. However, after centuries of power, the empire began to weaken. In 476 AD, the western part of the Roman Empire collapsed. What followed was a long period where the Italian peninsula was divided into many smaller states. Different regions were controlled by various powers, including kingdoms, city-states, and foreign rulers. Cities like Florence, Venice, and Milan became powerful in their own right, but Italy was no longer unified. Between the 1300s and 1600s, Italy became the center of a cultural movement known as the Renaissance. Cities such as Florence led a revival in art, science, and philosophy. Great figures like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo emerged during this time. Although Italy was still divided politically, it became one of the most influential regions in the world culturally. The modern nation of Italy was not formed until the 19th century. Before that, the land was divided into separate kingdoms and territories. The movement to unite these regions was called the Italian Unification. Key figures like Giuseppe Garibaldi and Count Camillo di Cavour played major roles in bringing the regions together. In 1861, Italy was officially declared a unified kingdom. Today, Italy is a modern nation known for its rich history, art, culture, and global influence. Italy's story is one of transformation across thousands of years. Italy was not simply found, it was built over centuries, through myth, empire, division, and finally unity. Italy's history reflects the rise and fall of civilizations and the enduring power of culture and identity. Here on Past and Present Tales, we explore the fascinating stories that connect history to the modern world. If you could live in any historical era we talked about, which would it be? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys through the past and present.